Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Learn with Virali. I'm Virali, your guide on this coding adventure. In today's video, we'll understand how to create drop-down menus or select tags in HTML forms. So let's get started. So first, we'll have to create a blueprint of our HTML code. So we'll press an exclamation mark, press enter, and then we'll change the title of this form as in Forms in HTML Part 3. Directly jumping onto the body tag, in order for us to create a form, we'll be using a form tag, and here we need now to understand that we have to create first the comment here saying creating drop down menus as the first one. So for us to create a drop down menu, we need something which we call it as a select tag. Now select comes up with few parameters, as in I'm gonna give a name here. Name is gonna be equal to languages, and then what I'm gonna do is I'll close it, and now I'll create options for these names. I have installed a GitHub Copilot which is helping me to write the code as in how we proceed. So it's a very good option to use as it is much in demand recently in these days. So you can also install GitHub Copilot under your extensions in VS Code, and you will also see the same kind of suggestions that I'm seeing it on my screen. So in order for me to accept this suggestion, I'll just select those like option, and then I'll press a tab key for it to get selected. So if I press all of them, it is gonna accept it, and now we have everything ready in place. So now if I save this particular file and check out what our browser screen looks like, let me share my browser window. So just give me 1 second. And this is what we have created as a drop-down value for us with different programming languages, right from Python to Go. So if you select any option, it stays selected there. As you can see, the values keep changing as I change the options here. Okay, so the next step for us is to understand what is text area and how to create text areas in our forms. So let us go back to our code and first write down the comment. So after select, I'll write another comment, as in creating text areas in HTML for entering address information. So now we will be using the text area tag, which is readily available in HTML. Now text area allows us to make the browser understand that how many rows and how many columns are needed for it to be exactly filling up the entire address. So I'll give the name here as it might be used for address, and there I have. So it is gonna follow with an ID of address, and then I'll specify how many columns that I need and how many rows that I need. So columns, maybe I'll keep it as 50, and then I'll also have rows specified maybe as 10, let's say, for instance. And then I'll put up a small message as a placeholder saying that please enter your address here. And there we go. We'll come at the end of this text area here. Once I save this file and I go back to my browser screen, this is how it should look like. So let us go back to our browser. And there we go. So now we have our text area looking up like this, which is kind of like provided as per the rows and the columns. Now if you see that this is a glitch in our code, so let us go back and modify our code, as in it takes up the rest of our code which is shown onto this text area. So I'll go back and modify the text area element here, as /TextArea and save it. Go back to the browser to check if it was modified and let us see it here. And there you go. It gives us a correct message. Please enter your address here, and that's what we were looking for. I hope this video was pretty insightful, and for the next video, we'll look up for more such form elements. So until then, stay tuned and happy coding.